I thought I was smart, had a career, built things, achieved goals that mattered. At 75, I sat down and calculated where my entire life had gone. The result didn't just disappoint me. It completely shattered everything I believed about myself. Not because I accomplished too little, but because I had been chasing completely wrong things. Picture this: respectable job, nice apartment, reliable car, weekend cottage in the countryside. By the standards of my generation, I had checked every single box perfectly. Family existed too, but our conversations never ventured beyond grocery lists and utility bills. When did we last discuss dreams, aspirations, fears that kept us awake at night? The children grew up, moved to distant cities, became polite strangers who called twice yearly. Good people, mind you, successful in their own right, but strangers nonetheless to their father. The awakening moment arrived during my 70th birthday celebration. Hundreds of guests, flowers everywhere, toasts praising my achievements, beautiful speeches about my legacy, genuine smiles all around. Yet inside my chest, an overwhelming emptiness consumed everything. Is this really all there is? Did I spend 7 decades of precious life just to arrive at this hollow moment? Let me share 3 catastrophic mistakes that stole my happiness without me even noticing. First mistake: I showed up physically, but remained emotionally absent for every important moment. Every evening I returned home punctually, planted myself in that familiar armchair religiously. Children struggled with homework at the kitchen table, while I stared at meaningless television programs. My wife shared her daily experiences, concerns, joys. I nodded automatically, without truly hearing. I existed in that house like an expensive piece of furniture, present, but providing no warmth. Second devastating mistake: hoarding money for tomorrow while neglecting to live today completely. Every paycheck, I religiously set aside portions for that inevitable rainy day everyone warned about. The storm eventually arrived, but not when my careful planning had anticipated it would strike. It came when my body betrayed me, and spending became impossible, meaningless, tragically irrelevant. That dream European vacation I had meticulously planned for 20 long years never materialized. My beloved wife passed away just 1 year before my retirement, taking our shared dreams with her. Third mistake proved most costly. I never learned how to apologize, considering it masculine weakness. Real men stay strong, never admit fault, never show vulnerability. Or so I foolishly believed. I quarreled with my brother when I was 48 over something completely trivial and forgettable. We finally reconciled when I turned 79, after 31 precious years of stubborn silence. 3 entire decades lost forever over what exactly? My memory refuses to recall the original offense. Life doesn't construct itself from achievements, awards, or impressive accomplishments people remember at funerals. It builds itself from tiny, seemingly insignificant moments that vanish if you're not paying attention. These precious fragments cannot be purchased, scheduled, or recovered once they slip through your fingers. People will always matter more than your carefully constructed plans, schedules, and ambitious goals. Any plan can be postponed, rescheduled, or completely abandoned without permanent damage to your soul. But people, they disappear from your life permanently, taking their love and memories with them. Later became the most dangerous, destructive word in my entire vocabulary over the decades. It sounds like a promise, a guarantee that opportunities will patiently wait for your convenience. In reality, it's a rejection disguised as postponement, a coward's way of avoiding real living. Forgiveness isn't weakness, as I had convinced myself throughout my stubborn, prideful younger years. It's the only force powerful enough to free you from prisons you've built inside your own heart. I'm 84 now, and surprisingly, I still have some time remaining in this life. Not much time. Certainly not enough to undo my decades of mistakes, but some nonetheless. And I'm spending these final grains of sand completely differently than I spent the previous ones. If you're watching this at 50, 60, or 70, you possess more time than I have left. Don't waste your remaining years traveling down the same empty path I already explored thoroughly. I've already walked that road to its bitter end and discovered the devastating truth about it. There's absolutely nothing worthwhile waiting at the destination I spent 60 years trying to reach.